Watch the floor, because you'll slip. Watch the floor. Jen! Just told you to watch the floor!
I've just had the most amazing news. My husband is in hospital and he's had a heart attack. So I'm soon to inherit his multi-billionaire empire. Do you know how exciting this is? Fingers crossed. So this is not my dad. As you can see, this is me and my husband on our wedding day. A more recent picture of me and my husband, Jeremy. He is in a care home still. He is currently in hospital because he has had a heart attack. This is one of the hardest videos I'll ever have to make. So my husband Jeremy sadly lost his life. I've spent 17 years of my life with an elderly man who smelled like cabbage, just to be told I've got nothing in the will.
Listen to this carefully. This woman just told you exactly who she is in one sentence. She didn't say, "I loved my husband for 17 years." She didn't say, "I cared for him during his final years." She said she spent 17 years, like it was an investment portfolio. She's literally admitting she was a gold digger who married an old man for his money, and now she's mad that her business plan didn't work out. The fact that she's broadcasting this online shows she has zero shame about being a walking stereotype. This is what happens when society tells women they deserve everything just for existing.
Nothing, and he was worth £33 million. And you think this is funny? I have wasted my life with a geriatric coffin dodger for nothing. And why everyone thinks it's so funny that my husband donated all his money to a bunch of cats and dogs. Who even likes cats and dogs? I'm literally going to be homeless. Like, I've got no money. Not even my own house or my car. Like, I'm literally going to be poor.
They say money can't buy you happiness, but have you ever gotten divorced?
You know what's a fucking trip? Life after divorce in your 50s. Most days I'm like, what am I even fucking doing?
Dude. I gotta give up. I have worked so hard, literally. I went to school for 10 years for a higher education that doesn't do me any good. I've been working 2 jobs in restaurants for 2 years, 50 hours a week for nothing. Doesn't mean anything. In fact, I'm getting evicted next week.
I actually had a dream about my ex-husband the other day.
I feel like homie head should be normal. I have friends that I'll just go over to their house because I want to show off a little bit, and then on the way out, I'll dap them up and act like nothing happened, and we'll just talk like we're homies, because we are.
I'm at Walmart right now, and this guy comes up to me as I'm minding my own business, and he goes, "You look nice today." What is it about men coming up to me when I look my most disheveled, wanting to give me a compliment and shake my hand? I don't remember what his name was, but I was like, "Thanks," and I walked away. Like,
no matter how hard I try, no matter how much energy I put into it, I never see any success. I need this to work, or else I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I think it's pretty solid to say that he's seeing someone else weeks after we decided to get divorced.
Like, I understand that I fucked up. I get that. And now I'm reaping the consequences of that. Got it. Yeah. I can't go back in time. I really wish I could.
It confirmed a suspicion that I had with my husband, soon to be ex-husband. We're in the middle of getting divorced right now. And we're not even officially divorced yet, and he's already sleeping with other people. He might have another kid that's not with me one day. We have 2 kids already, and that makes me want to vomit. That really brings a lot of disgust feelings within me, thinking about him having another kid that's not with me, and my daughter's having a sibling that's not from me. it brings a lot of disgust feelings, and it makes me sad too. But obviously I have absolutely no control over what he does.
See?
And I need to let that go.
They want control.
I have nobody in my life except for TikTok to talk to. So here we are. And so it was my surprise when today in the car, my daughters were like, hey, are we going to Dada's friend's house? I was like, oh no, who's Dada's friends? And I asked for their name. And they were like, we don't know her name, but she has 2 cats. She's nice. And I was like, oh, she has 2 cats? She was like, yeah, we went to her house. She has 2 cats. He did not run this by me. Like, fuck other people. Whatever. Not even divorced yet. Not even gonna work on yourself at all. Just gonna jump into another relationship. And one last thing, since we're ranting about my soon-to-be ex-husband, right? The reason why I know for a fact that he's at least seeing another woman is because he bought new shampoo. He didn't just buy shampoo. He bought shampoo, conditioner, and I think a body wash. Honestly, I didn't look at them that closely. Very aesthetically pleasing packaging. The shampoo is not a regular shampoo. It's an apple cider vinegar clarifying shampoo. He didn't just walk into a store and said, oh, that's the one for me. A woman told him to buy that. All of that combined, I think it's pretty solid to say that he's seeing someone else weeks after we decided to get divorced.
I prayed to God that he would let you marry me. And then I also prayed to God that he would help me get over you.
I will not lie, I am not empathetic to men. I don't care about their feelings.
Oh,
I do not care. You're a man. You be a man.
That's why I'm making the argument that women aren't empathetic because y'all don't understand us or give a but we have to understand you guys though.
Absolutely. Did I just not say like when a man cries it makes me dry? I do not care if a man cries. I do not care if you just lost your job. I do not care if you lost a leg.
Finally, some honesty. This woman just admitted she has zero empathy for men, and then acts confused about why her relationships fail. She's literally proud of being cold and heartless, but somehow still expects men to provide for her and treat her like a queen. This is what happens when feminism tells women they can act like sociopaths and still deserve love and commitment.
You just agree with the teacher before about women being more empathetic.
Yeah, but I am not
emotional intelligence and all that.
I understand what she is saying, but I personally I'm not that empathetic. I'm not empathetic to men. And I know that because my relationships have shown that time and time again. At least I'm honest to myself. I know who I am.
I understand that you're empathetic and you're cold and you're soulless, which is cool.
No, I'm not soulless. I have a soul. I love people. But I feel like if a man...
This whole dating thing, especially at my age, over 50, is just bullshit.
I told myself that I wasn't going to talk about my divorce online because I wanted to respect people's privacy.
So unfortunately, every single day I get the question, Michelle, what do I say to a guy that asks me what I bring to the table? And you know what I would say to a guy that asks me that question? You know what you should say to a guy that asks you that question? Nothing.
The cherry on top. When a man asks what you bring to the relationship, her advice is to say nothing. Not because she's speechless with all the amazing qualities she offers, but because she literally brings nothing to the table except entitlement and attitude. This is the modern dating market in a nutshell, women who offer nothing but demand everything. What you just witnessed is the complete collapse of personal accountability in modern society. These women are living, breathing examples of what happens when an entire generation is raised to believe they deserve success, love, and money without having to earn any of it. The gold digger who married for money and got nothing? She's not a victim, she's a failed entrepreneur who bet on the wrong horse. The divorced woman analyzing shampoo purchases? She's not heartbroken, She's a control freak who can't accept that her ex-husband is actually happier without her. The woman who admits she has no empathy for men. She's not being honest, she's being delusional if she thinks any high-value man would want to build a life with someone who views relationships as a one-way transaction. This is what happens when society tells women they can act like children and still deserve to be treated like queens. They've been sold a lie that their mere existence is valuable enough to command respect, resources, and commitment from men. They've been told that their feelings matter more than their actions, that their comfort is more important than their contribution. But reality doesn't care about your feelings. The market doesn't care about your gender studies degree. High-value men don't care about your Instagram followers. They care about what you bring to their lives. They care about whether you make their world better or worse. These women are getting a harsh lesson in cause and effect. You can't spend decades treating relationships like ATM machines and then act shocked when you end up alone and broke. You can't build a life strategy around extracting value from others and then play the victim when nobody wants to invest in you. The brutal truth is that these women are exactly where they deserve to be. They made their choices, and now they're living with the consequences.